Well, many thanks to Raghda Abu Leila for that report. The Information Decision and Support Center is the Egyptian cabinet's think tank. Its main task is to help policymakers in their decisions by collecting information and gauging public views on a variety of issues. The IDSC is celebrating its Silver Jubilee, 25 years of achievements. And we're joined this morning by Dr. Megid Osman, who is head of the Information Decision and Support Center. Good to have you with us, sir.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning, sir. And first of all, 25 years on now, and how far has the center developed during those 25 years, and the main achievements you feel that have been done?
Well, I believe that IDSC is an organization that is described as an intelligent organization or smart organization, because it started by a mandate, and now it has a different mandate now, and it is flexible enough to move from one mandate to the other to reflect the basic needs of the state as a whole. Actually, at the beginning, the task was to build those large databases that are necessary for many applications, and also this very important for the decision-making process. As you know, for example, the ID number for Egyptian was one of the ideas that evolved from IDSC several years ago. There is a number of other mega projects, including all the IT transformation that happened at that time. And now we have a different mandate. We are working as a think tank for the cabinet, but we are also sort of trying to apply good governance principles, especially the concept of information for all, the concept of transparency, the concept of evidence-based policy dialogue and evidence-based decision making. And this requires that we have a strong research component in our center, plus accurate and timely data sets and indicators that are produced periodically to allow for decision making to take place based on evidence, not based on impression or reaction.
All the information is available on the internet. Is that why you call it a smart organization?
Yes, actually we have a very good portal that is bilingual, and there is
English and Arabic,
and there is even French material also. And we are putting all the data that is available from different governmental organizations online. We are putting all our reports, or our working paper series, or our information reports, or our public opinion polls results, etc. Everything is online.
So you're also using the latest technological advances to try to
yes, we are trying to
develop
keep up
with the society.
We are trying to keep up with all the changes that's happening in the world.
Tell us how you conduct the surveys. How do you collect this information?
Well, actually for surveys there is two types of surveys. There is face-to-face interviews, and there is also phone interviews. And for the phone interviews, this is done for quick and very dynamic public opinion polling that is conducted in our center. We are producing nearly 60 public opinion polls per year. Then every week we have a new product. And we have also the other tool, which is face-to-face interviews. This is usually based on households or on establishments. And we have a
on
large
issues like unemployment.
Well, we have a sort of omnibus survey that is applied for several purposes. For example, it will give you indicators on unemployment. It will give you indicators on other things. For example, like population issues. I mean, how people are perceiving population increase. This is one of the major problems in Egypt. There is also indicators that is reflecting the consumption of Egyptian in different types of commodities, etc. There is also a special survey for special purpose. For example, we might need a survey on, for example, perception of corruption. I mean, we are sort of very flexible in terms of trying to use this survey methodology to be very dynamic and very and reacting to the needs of the society.
But do you only make the surveys and polls and give the statistics, or you also have another step, or do you take the other step of providing solutions or points of view concerning some topics?
Well, actually what we are doing, we are trying to be very very professional in terms of developing indicators that can be used for decision making. And this can be based on first-hand data coming from surveys, or we are using other people's data. And of course we have a very strong collaboration
with closely with the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics.
Yeah, CAPMAS is the statistical office for Egypt, and it is producing the basic data sets, for example census, for example a number of other surveys are conducted in CAPMAS, and CAPMAS its role is to produce these data sets and to provide it to the public. And of course we have a very strong collaboration with CAPMAS. We are using their data, and of course it is in our interest that, I mean, they did a great job so that we can really use their products.
But do you verify the statistics? Because sometimes we get contradictory statistics.
Yes, of course we have that problem. We have the problem of contradictory statistics and numbers that are really not matching. In many cases the problem is professional in terms of having the correct definition and not comparing apples and oranges, because you might have an indicator that is reflecting employment but is calculated differently from one organization to the other. Then you cannot really compare the figures. You have to be sort of a little bit careful in comparing figures that are not really matching. But there is also the problem of, I would say, politicization of...
what do you do about this? Because, for instance, there is the ongoing debate between the church and the government about the exact number of Copts in Egypt.
Yeah. Well, actually, the number of Copts has to be calculated from the census. This is the usual way to do it. It was not collected, I mean, the last census, but I believe that collecting this piece of information is important.
And in this case, do you try to be some kind of channel between the government and the public to try to offer the info that maybe the government is not able to?
Well, actually, even though the basic mandate for the center is to work as a think tank for the government, but actually we are adopting the concept of open government, and we are very open with, I mean, with the media, with civil society, with the private sector, because we believe that all the stakeholders need to have the same accessibility, the same level of accessibility to data, because without information, I mean, you cannot really have any sort of debate that is helping in developing the public policy agenda. And in many cases, we are witnessing debates that are not really evidence-based, and we feel that our role is to provide information so that those debates can be evidence-based.
25 years behind you, looking forward, looking ahead, what will the priorities be?
Well, actually, one of our priorities currently is to open up on the international cooperation dimension, and actually we are receiving requests from other developing countries to help them in establishing similar centers in those countries. We have now an ongoing project with Iraq. We have also an ongoing project with Burundi, and we have in the pipeline other African countries and developing countries who are requesting for help in this. And I think this is actually using the soft power of Egypt in also in international cooperation by those other countries benefiting from our experience over the last 25 years.
Well, many congratulations on your Silver Jubilee. Dr. Meghed Osman, thank you very much for joining us on the program today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And we move